Aware of the decision. Aware of the decision. This is Sarah's cat. This is Sarah's cat. Do you like this song? Do you like this song? If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. Can you midwife later on the fourth evening? Can you midwife later on the fourth evening? Do they need 10 years to choreograph? Do they need 10 years to choreograph? They help themselves to a snack. They help themselves to a snack. We do not have enough information to make a decision. We do not have enough information to make a decision. I'm going shopping with my friends this weekend. I'm going shopping with my friends this weekend. You may notice after 2 months. You may notice after 2 months. Can be selected normally. Can be selected normally. Can I get your help? Can I get your help? I wish I could turn back time and change some things. I wish I could turn back time and change some things. When we reach the summit, we will have climbed for 2 hours. When we reach the summit, we will have climbed for 2 hours. Can you tell me where the bath tissue is? Can you tell me where the bath tissue is? They had been married for 10 years before deciding to have children. They had been married for 10 years before deciding to have children. Can I settle in every week? Can I settle in every week? Your father is a minor. Your father is a minor. Will they provide? Will they provide? It should connect after a minute. It should connect after a minute. Stop by. Stop by. Last winter we went to the mountains. Last winter we went to the mountains. Can it last 2 weeks? Can it last 2 weeks? I want you to go. I want you to go. I don't want to lose my losses for magazines. I don't want to lose my losses for magazines. Do you have gluten-free options for crackers? Do you have gluten-free options for crackers? He never forgets to call his parents. He never forgets to call his parents. My aunt was a wrestler. My aunt was a wrestler. Can I add often? Can I add often? I'll text you later when I'm available. I'll text you later when I'm available. Did we swim right away? Did we swim right away? We'll stop at noon. We'll stop at noon. He will eat in 3 centuries. He will eat in 3 centuries. Pressure can prevent you from thinking clearly. Pressure can prevent you from thinking clearly. Daily design will not do. Daily design will not do. He went to the library to borrow some books. He went to the library to borrow some books. There is the kitchen. There is the kitchen. My family is working. My family is working. Can't support? Can't support? Will they not burn? Will they not burn? Your mission is a bit silly. Your mission is a bit silly. It changes seasonally to keep our menu fresh. It changes seasonally to keep our menu fresh. Is her aunt a jockey? Is her aunt a jockey? Then we're songwriters. Then we're songwriters. See you after work. See you after work. If it snowed, we would have a snowball fight. If it snowed, we would have a snowball fight. We must always follow the safety rules. We must always follow the safety rules. They always go on vacation in the summer. They always go on vacation in the summer. Students take notes during the lesson. Students take notes during the lesson. He could start his own business. He could start his own business. He studied science for the exam. He studied science for the exam. This is a fast car. This is a fast car. January is the first month of the year. January is the first month of the year. Are published monthly. Are published monthly. They have a meeting later today. They have a meeting later today. She should have done vocals before. She should have done vocals before. They were in Mexico in 2016. They were in Mexico in 2016. Did it protect at sunrise? Did it protect at sunrise? The legacy of his work continues to inspire artists today. The legacy of his work continues to inspire artists today. There is always a chance to win the lottery. There is always a chance to win the lottery. Don't we focus? Don't we focus? They may forget to bring their passports. They may forget to bring their passports. It wasn't always a barista. It wasn't always a barista. You can't remember how we met. You can't remember how we met. We often have dinner with friends. We often have dinner with friends. Does it improve? Does it improve? Attention. Attention. I'm going to the library. I'm going to the library. The project was completed ahead of schedule. The project was completed ahead of schedule. I go to the bookstore to buy a book. I go to the bookstore to buy a book. Despite the rain, we decided to go for a walk. Despite the rain, we decided to go for a walk. I love your new bro suit. I love your new bro suit. They organized a neighborhood cleanup to keep the area tidy. They organized a neighborhood cleanup to keep the area tidy. It can be poison. It can be poison. I don't want a big house. I don't want a big house. Let me show you around the city. Let me show you around the city. The yellow flower is more beautiful than the white one. The yellow flower is more beautiful than the white one. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. The team's strategy was deemed insufficient to win the match. He leaves for Paris in 2 days. He leaves for Paris in 2 days. How many pieces of luggage will you have? How many pieces of luggage will you have? We watched a movie together laughing and crying. We watched a movie together laughing and crying. He wants to adopt a pet. He wants to adopt a pet. Are his brothers mechanics? Are his brothers mechanics? You can take. You can take. Students will write their essays for 1 hour. Students will write their essays for 1 hour. She had her dress tailored to fit perfectly. She had her dress tailored to fit perfectly. The car parked outside belongs to my brother. The car parked outside belongs to my brother. We shouldn't catch it next year. We shouldn't catch it next year. My close plans. My close plans. He proves it. He proves it. His stepfather is a surgeon. His stepfather is a surgeon. Walking around. Walking around. They can buy a new car with their savings. They can buy a new car with their savings. How much money does he have? How much money does he have? He needs some water to quench his thirst. He needs some water to quench his thirst. Would you like to dance? Would you like to dance? Where do you work in the garden? Where do you work in the garden? He will be studying engineering at university. He will be studying engineering at university. Can we wonder? Can we wonder? Once again. Once again. This object is a response contract as spoken. This object is a response contract as spoken. Am I not an advertiser in 5 centuries? Am I not an advertiser in 5 centuries? If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. I have been working at school for 6 hours. I have been working at school for 6 hours. He will finish his degree and after that he will start looking for a job. He will finish his degree and after that he will start looking for a job. I can't quite reach the top shelf. I can't quite reach the top shelf. He wrote a letter to his friend. He wrote a letter to his friend. I can be a businessman every week. I can be a businessman every week. After 4 hours, there should be no sociologist. After 4 hours, there should be no sociologist. The dog chased its tail. The dog chased its tail. They won't start work until they have a plan. They won't start work until they have a plan. Is he laughing? Is he laughing? International law is important for the regulation of international relations. International law is important for the regulation of international relations. Art. Art. It is to differentiate. It is to differentiate. He will attend a conference next month. He will attend a conference next month. Are your kids rappers? Are your kids rappers? I was starving after that long walk. I was starving after that long walk. The train arrives at 8 o'clock. The train arrives at 8 o'clock. Your grandson was a senator. Your grandson was a senator.